Muhammad Ali was born as Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. on January 17, 1942, in Louisville, Kentucky, USA. He grew up in the racially segregated American South, where discrimination and inequality were a daily reality. At the age of 12, something happened that changed his life forever. His bicycle was stolen. Enraged, he reported it to a local police officer, who also happened to be a boxing coach. That officer introduced him to the world of boxing. And so began the journey of a kid who would one day call himself the greatest of all time. Cassius Clay was a natural in the ring. Fast, agile, and confident, with a unique style that combined rhythm and power. He rose quickly through the amateur ranks, and by 1960, he won the gold medal in the light heavyweight division at the Rome Olympics. When he returned to the US, he was already a star, but his journey had just begun. In 1964, at just 22 years old, he faced the heavily favored Sonny Liston for the World Heavyweight Championship. Almost no one thought he would win. But he shocked the world, dancing, dodging, and finally defeating Liston. After the victory, he declared, "I am the greatest. I shook up the world." Shortly after, he announced that he had converted to Islam, and changed his name to Muhammad Ali. As Ali's fame grew, so did his voice. He became a powerful figure during the civil rights movement, standing up against racism, war, and injustice. In 1967, when the US government drafted him to fight in the Vietnam War, he refused. "I ain't got no quarrel with them Viet Cong," he said. For this, he was stripped of his boxing titles, banned from the sport, and even faced prison. But Ali stood firm. He became a symbol of moral courage, admired not just for his fists, but for his principles. After 3.5 years in exile, Ali returned to the ring in 1970. Though he had lost some speed, his passion and spirit were stronger than ever. He faced the undefeated Joe Frazier in 1971 in what was called the fight of the century. Ali lost, but the rivalry made boxing history. In 1974, Ali got a shot to reclaim the heavyweight title against the fearsome George Foreman in Zaire, a match known as the Rumble in the Jungle. Using a strategy called rope-a-dope, Ali let Foreman punch himself out, then knocked him out in the 8th round. The crowd chanted, "Ali, Bomay! Ali, kill him!" He was once again the world champion. Ali wasn't just a boxer. He was a global icon, loved in Africa, Asia, the Middle East, and across the world. He spoke out against injustice, visited refugee camps, supported humanitarian causes, and met with world leaders and children alike. He famously said, "Service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth." Even those who once criticized him came to admire his unwavering integrity. In the late 1970s, Ali's health began to decline, but he kept fighting. He finally retired from boxing in 1981 with a record of 56 wins and 5 losses. In 1984, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, a condition that slowly robbed him of speech and movement. But Ali didn't hide. He continued to travel, speak, and inspire. He lit the Olympic torch in Atlanta in 1996, his trembling hand symbolizing incredible strength. He passed away on June 3, 2016, at the age of 74. Muhammad Ali was more than a boxing champion. He was a poet, a prophet, a warrior, and a man of deep faith. He taught the world that fighting for what you believe in is greater than any title or trophy. "I hated every minute of training," he once said. "But I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion." To this day, Ali is remembered not just for what he did in the ring, but for who he was outside of it. A fighter for justice. A voice for the voiceless. A true champion of the people. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. His hands can't hit what his eyes can't see.